friend, this is part third of congestive heart failure. So in part third of congestive heart failure, we are going to discuss the medical and surgical management of congestive heart failure. So in part first of congestive heart failure, we have read that heart is not able to do its pumping action properly. Okay, heart is completely failed to supply the proper amount of blood to our body. Okay, so heart is not doing its function properly, and one more thing is happening, that is congestion, means due to the accumulation of fluid in the body. Okay, due to the heart failure, there is an accumulation of fluid in the pulmonary and in the peripheral tissues. So we will give the medicines to the patient according to its situation. Okay, like we have to increase the efficiency of the heart, and we have to increase the dilation of arteries and veins. So there are certain medicines that we give the patient. Okay, number one, there is diuretics. So diuretics are also called as water pills. Okay, they help in the excretion of extra water from the body to reduce fluid accumulation. Okay, so diuretics are also called as water pills. They will excrete the extra water from the patient body. Okay, so that it can reduce the swelling from the patient's body. For example, furosemide, torsemide and thiazide. So Lasix is given to the patient for the excretion of extra sodium and water from the patient's body. Next, there is beta blockers. As the name suggests, blockers, it means it is blocking something. So what it is blocking? It is blocking catecholamines. Okay, it is blocking a hormone that is also called as adrenaline hormone, or you can say that it is also called as epinephrine or norepinephrine hormone. All are same. Okay, so it is blocking the adrenaline hormone. So why it is blocking the adrenaline hormone? Because the adrenaline hormones helps in the retention of sodium and water in the patient's body, which will increase the water content, which will increase the pressure in the heart. Okay, so we are blocking the adrenaline hormone. Block beta adrenergic receptors means it will block that receptor which is receiving the adrenaline hormone. For example, acebutolol and atenolol. Next, there is angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors. Okay, inhibitor means it is inhibiting, it is stopping something. Okay, so it is stopping the ACE enzyme. So why it is stopping the ACE enzyme? Because the ACE enzyme converts angiotensin first into the second. Angiotensin first is not so harmful, but when it converts into the second, okay, when it becomes angiotensin second through the ACE enzyme, then it will tighten the blood vessels and it will narrow the blood vessels. Okay, it will harden the blood vessels and it will narrow the blood vessels. When there is narrowing in the blood vessels, then BP will increase. Okay, then BP will automatically increase and it will also create extra pressure on the heart. So we are blocking the ACE enzyme here. Okay, they help in dilation of blood vessels. So when angiotensin second will not form, then automatically what will happen? The blood vessels will get dilate and the blood can easily flow through the blood vessels. For example, benzopril, captopril, enalapril. Next medicine, cardiotonic, means a power booster for the heart. So cardiotonics medicines are also called as positive inotropic actions. It means they help in the contraction power of the heart. They will increase the contractile power of the heart so that heart can pump out the sufficient amount of the blood which our body requires. For example, digoxin and digitoxin. Next, there is vasodilator. The name suggests dilator, means it is dilating. It is increasing the diameter of the blood vessels. So prevent the muscles from tightening. Okay, these medicines will help the blood vessels from stiffening and tightening, and the walls from the narrowing, and prevent them from the narrowness. Okay, so vasodilator will increase the diameter of the blood vessels. For example, hydralazine and minoxidil. Next, we have angiotensin second receptor. If by chance angiotensin second is formed, then it is very harmful for the blood vessels, because the angiotensin second is stiffening and doing the narrowness of the blood vessels, and it is also retaining the sodium and water. Okay, because angiotensin second also helps in the aldosterone secretion process. So we will block that hormone. We will block the angiotensin second here. It stops the action of angiotensin second. For example, azalsartan and losartan.